I'm getting bodied right now.
Are you bodied?
I'm bodied.
Are
getting
you?
bodied.
Body's a wonderland.
Well, we'll see if he shows up. Fun fact, Tom just riffed a little John Mayer, and John Mayer, big fan of this show. So hope he heard that.
Hope so too.
Are you
John
making that
Mayer,
up?
fan of Clickbait Sports. Somebody make that graphic for us.
Tom, when do you find out if you won Fan of the Year?
The NFL honors. Like
so
they announced this in November, and I don't find out until like the day before the Super Bowl. So
Do you
like,
get
we gotta
invited
vote,
to
and I was
the
like, yes, we do, but we also have months too.
Do you get invited to the banquet?
Say it one more time.
Oh, do you get invited to the banquet?
Yeah, so I'm going to the NFL honors on that Saturday.
No matter win or lose.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That'll be cool.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's I'm looking forward to going to the NFL honors. It'll be fun.
Are you gonna wear a tuxedo?
Damn right I am.
No,
Are they
you should
going
wear
to-
the shampoo outfit. Get a new one. Wear that.
Yes. Can
You have
you have a tuxedo, the Dumb and Dumber tuxedo, but in Green Bay Packers colors?
So here's the thing. So I might have to get 2 tuxedos because that Thursday I was invited to the St. Jude charity dinner in Vegas because of 30 and 30, and like that's where it's like the Pat Summerall like award, and they're honoring like Tony Romo and stuff. And so I'm going to that with Johnny Barks, and then I don't know like what the attire is for the NFL honor. I totally want to get like a Packers tuxedo made, 100%, and that will cost way too much money, and I will not be able to justify it. But it
You should get, like they had all those, they had that like Sports Illustrated swimsuit thing where they like painted on the swimsuits and stuff. Yep. I want you to have a painted on Packers tux.
But the tuxedo shirt.
It's tasteful though. It's tasteful.
I won't paint over the nipples though.
You just leave the nipples unpainted.
The nipples are the best part, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta add bat nipples.
That's just gotta have air, Just gotta make sure there's enough airflow going on.
Well, everyone.
We came up with a good punishment for Adam in my Patreon hangout last night.
Oh.
What is the punishment?
I got to
get it.
Right now.
You're not even gonna reveal it.
Did you forget it?
You're gonna.
No. He knows.
Oh
He's
yeah.
waiting.
You have to wear the shirt you have of me, the Brandon Perna shirt.
Yeah.
You have to wear that out on one of your dates. Your first date with a woman, you have to wear that shirt out to it.
I like that.
That's rough.
Yeah.
It has to be a true first date. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Would I have to film it? I would have to like match with someone that I wouldn't normally match with, and just be like, hey,
because I'm never seeing them again.
Right. And then I'm gonna turn up, and it's gonna. So, did I ever tell you the reverse catfish story?
No, you did not.
So,
a catfish caught you. Do
no,
tell.
I matched with a 29-year-old for some reason, and I was like,
so
"Hey,
happy
did you?"
That second number was a 9. I'm so happy. I was scared for a second. Okay, continue.
I was like, "Did you see my age?" And she was like, "Yeah, I've dated older guys." I was like, "Oh, okay, so you're not real." And her picture is like it was. Oh, here's Scooter coming in all late. Scooter, did you make your
losing
stream
on
public?
Sunday because you're late now? You know that,
right on time.
I'm late for a reason because I have a new mic now. So hopefully,
You sound amazing.
You do
sound clearer. It's clean.
Hey, we're back. Also, I just finished recording a show with Mina Kimes, so that's also
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I mean, legit excuse. Legit excuse.
that'll be out tomorrow on her YouTube channel.
Okay, so Tom is going to the he's the NFL Fan of the Year nominee. Brandon's killing it. Tree is always Tree. Scooter's doing interviews with Mina Kimes, and I'm going on first dates wearing Brandon Perna's shirt.
If you get punished,
I mean, honestly, me being me is probably the worst punishment of them all. Let's be fully honest here. At least you're going on dates.
I mean, anyway, so no, I got to finish the story. So it was the girl was Asian, and like her picture, you know how if you're on a dating site, there's a lot of fake girls that use one specific Asian girl's pictures. Like it's always the same. And if you're on a lot, you would know.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't.
So I don't.
Yeah. So you don't. Like, there's these catfish out there, and I was like, dude, I was like, hey, are you even real? And she was like, yeah, I'm real. And so we set up a date, and it's a Monday, and I'm like, let's go for drinks on a Monday with a 20.
Best time to go.
Brilliant idea, right? And I'm fully expecting it to be one of my boys. Like I think it's a prank, right? So it's like mid-May. All I wear is a t-shirt and some dad shorts, and I just show up expecting this to be a catfish, expecting this to be a joke. And I show up and she is 10 times hotter than her pictures. Like she was a reverse catfish. And then I just look and I'm just like, uh-oh. And I can't change. Like I'm there, right? I'm just in a t-shirt and dad shorts.
I really didn't know if you were talking about your clothes for a second or you, and you're just like, I can't change. Like this is who I am. So like,
I can't. No, like I can't.
Like a 20 out of 10.
Right. That is universal. I couldn't change my face. I couldn't change my outfit. I'm not an attractive man. So, but the date goes really well. We end up making out as soon as I sat down, she's like, "Oh, you have a cute smile." I was like,
touching butts.
Is this what you guys have been talking about this whole time since I've been
telling this story? I just have to share this with the world.
Yeah. Excuse me, Scooter. Not everybody's married, okay, and has a successful YouTube channel called the Magrooters, all right?
When we show up on time, we talk about whatever the hell we want, okay?
That's right.
Someone gets the idea to drink mind erasers at like 11 o'clock at night. And that was like the dumbest idea. So we take one down. I'm like the old guy, like I think I can handle this. She's like, cool, I'm 29. I can handle this. She goes down. She like disappears for a couple minutes, comes back and goes, I just vomited. I need to go home. I'm like, okay, let's call you a lift. She was so hammered, she couldn't even unlock her phone to meet the Lyft driver. And I was like, look, I haven't, I've had the mind eraser was really the only drink I had. So I was like, hey, I've got a car right here. I'll take you home. I'm a gentleman. Nothing's going to happen. We're all good. We get a minute down the road, literally a minute. She's like, pull over. I was like, okay. She gets out and runs away from me and goes and vomits behind a tree. And I'm like chasing after her. And I'm like, hey, you can't just run into traffic to vomit. And she's like, you can't see me like this. I'm like, I've got to get you home. Like that is you're now my responsibility. I finally get her in the car. We get another minute down the road, pull over again. Vomits all over the freaking street. Finally get her home.
I'm so scared when the making out is coming. I'm so scared.
No, that had already happened.
Oh,
so
okay. Oh,
thank God.
That had happened at the bar. I'm like, I have to pee.
That's a good offer.
Can someone restart this stream? Like redo the intro?
I have to finish the story, okay? Because
gotta finish,
there's an
Scooter.
ending.
Let him finish.
Okay. This is 30
We're
minutes
making this thumbnail
from the time that we've left to the time we get to our house because of the vomiting. I'm like, hey, look, I'm not trying to I'm a gentleman. I'm not trying to do anything because the last thing I want to do is make out with a girl that's projectile vomited like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. I was like, I have to pee right now. Can I come up and use your bathroom? And I parked in the middle of the street to be like, hey, I'm not trying to stay here. I just need to go. I go up to her place. In the time that it takes me to pee, she's like completely changed in her nightie, in her outfit. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're not doing anything. I was like, hey, had a great time. You're great. Whatever. She opens her fridge, grabs a huge bottle of water, shoves it in my chest and goes, get the F out. And then threw me out and shut the door. And I was like, okay, this is
I'm
dating.
so glad that
in your mid 40s,
married.
Yes,
and I don't have to do this right now.
You look good for your mid 50s. Yeah, I would have guessed 66.
Nope. And that was my worst date story so far.
Someone restart the intro real quick.
You know what? Glad that we'll do it.
Can you hit the thing?
That's good enough. Welcome back. Clickbait Sports.
I think your question, Spencer. I think your question was just answered. So that's what we're talking about right now.
Welcome,
Oh, we
no,
got
not a
a fitty.
ladies
Oh,
and
boy.
gentlemen.
Well, we got to bring
heard
out the
before,
Jeepers.
Maybe 2-0.
everything you heard before. Take with a grain.
5-3.
Multiple salts. Welcome to Clickbait Sports. This is a show where we talk about sports. And joining me, it is none other than the legendary Tom Grassi, Urinating Tree, 5 Points Vids, and Brandon Perna. Boy, oh boy, do we have a show that has been well rehearsed for you today. There is so much to talk about.
Hours
What are
of
we
show
going to
prep.
talk about first?
I have no idea.
I got something I'm reading at this moment that's weird.
About Sean McDermott.
Yeah, what the fudge?
What is going on?
What just
Fill
this?
us in.
You know, they needed teamwork to hijack those planes. Don't you realize that? That's a great story.
What?
Dead
All right.
serious. He used the terrorists from 9/11 as allegory towards team building.
What?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
let me
wait,
just
wait, wait,
pull up
wait,
That was
wait,
not a
wait.
joke.
Wait.
Someone
I thought he was
explain what's
talking about like the response to it was the teamwork.
No, it was actually the terrorist. It was actually that point. It wasn't the terrorist response. It was actually the terrorist response.
Okay, you're getting all of us
Those who
demonetized.
have-
Please
Okay,
skate
no,
I'm
around
sorry.
this.
Oh, whoa.
Here's the Adam Schefter tweet. All right.
I thought he was. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
At St. John Fisher College in Pittsburgh, New York, McDermott's morning address began innocently enough. He told the entire team they needed to come together. But then, sources on hand say he used a strange model. The terrorists on September 11, 2001. He cited the hijackers as a group of people who were all able to get... Bro.
You know,
So, like,
they had to train themselves on the planes. They had to eat McDonald's the day before, and they prayed together. It was a great team building. It's like their training camp. You know what I mean? Come on.
See, because like I
heck?
only saw the tweet that came out afterwards. That was like McDermott apologized about it. So I didn't see this. I just had assumed that it was like, oh, okay, like the coming together. It's still in bad taste, but it was like the coming together of the country and teamwork. Oh no, that's really bad.
That's
Like,
weird.
that's-
He voted. As I said, the best part was it's like, what do you think their biggest obstacle was? And it's like
TSA.
the TSA, and the TSA wasn't even around at that
Yeah.
point.
I don't know.
It was
flying the
built in
plane.
response.
Oh boy.
What else? What is this next
So was it-
metaphor?
this is-
Hey,
was
look,
this
the
all-
pilots on Pearl Harbor, they just came together. You mean the Americans? No.
No, we're talking the kamikaze
No.
fighters
How
that flew
is
in the
that,
jets.
like,
You know,
not
they
the
did
most-
it because they felt that there was no surrender. They did everything they could for the team, even if it meant sacrificing their bodies.
Yeah, that was from 2019, I guess.
Yeah.
The speech he gave.
Nathan Peterman.
What are
heard
you
that
willing to
speech.
give for this gridiron game that
Yeah.
for this game?
I
Are you
mean-
willing to give it all?
No wonder why Vontae Davis retired in the middle of the year that year. Jesus.
The Bills' record makes more sense now, just knowing what they've been hearing all season long, probably. But
Wow,
how about
that
we
is
just
wild.
recap what happened in our games and then go from there? If
How
there's
about we
any-
don't go over our games?
I would like to start. We were the Thursday night
Oh
football game.
God. Oh, okay.
Well, no.
What do you guys actually think about this Cowboys versus Seahawks game? Were you watching it? And did you think that the Cowboys were going to throw this game at the end? Because it was looking like we could have lost this game.
Y'all were
I think
looking
the real thing with the Cowboys is the Seahawks lost it. I feel like because they had the opportunity on a 4th and 1. Your opportunity is a combination of pulling Jason Peters towards DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, what is your play call scheming? You leave Micah Parsons unblocked as a designed play on a screen pass zero blitz. So, I mean, Mike McCarthy tried to throw that game. And I think we all can agree on that.
I think he did too. I think this was – he had a couple of calls that were questionable. Like we go for the home run ball to CeeDee Lamb on
On a third and 3.
down. We don't run the ball. They can save a timeout that way. We could have won the game if we just ran the ball and got a first down. To me, this was more an indictment on our defense that we thought was supposed to be this very good defense when in actuality it was our offense that ended up saving.
Dak looked really good, though. I will admit that.
You know, those type of decisions, you've seen this, Scooter, those type of boneheaded things, like you know, practice doesn't make perfect. It makes permanent. Those are the type of habits that McCarthy has that show up in the playoffs. You guys have to watch that. Like, if I'm a Cowboys fan, I am nervous because that is going to resurface at the worst time possible.
But on the other hand, though,
watch out for that.
on the
And
other
Tom
hand-
agrees. Tom saw it happen for how many years?
On the
I'm
other
so
hand,
sorry.
though-
I'm now looking at this thing on Twitter, and the responses to it are just godly. Sorry.
That's fair.
Sorry. We're too
But
good.
on the other hand, though, if we end up catching that slant and go for a touchdown, everyone's praising McCarthy as the best play caller. It just didn't happen to work out. I am happy that we were able to get this win, and we go into Philadelphia at home, and hopefully we can give the Eagles another second loss in a row.
If the Cowboys win, Scooter, I will be waiting for my thank you card and my gift basket.
He cursed the Eagles.
He cursed the Eagles.
I do appreciate it. I don't even think we need cursing, though, for this game.
You are saying no to the curse wheel? My
I don't
Braves
think
are gonna
we
get
need.
cursed
I don't
now.
think we need the help.
Honestly,
But let's
Tom,
go.
never mind. I'll
Let's
say
go to the Broncos game, though, because this was what you said would
The end.
determine
The
if
end.
you guys were real or not.
We're fake.
I'd say 3.
Hey, what's not fake is Tommy
It's
DeVito.
a 2.
I'm right there with you.
Lasagna.
Lasagna's heavy because he can't be eating that during the season.
I'm gonna put that at 5. See where the list is at.
All right, we'll do that.
The best part about this
Honey
video
vodka.
My number one.
is
always.
them
Number 1. It's a
in
go-to.
turn
Entree.
shitting on the choices of Italian food they are given to choose from in the second half of the video. Like,
They're
where'd you
mad.
get this list from? Nobody
Some
needs
intern.
this.
Are you guys glad that this is still happening? This Tommy DeVito era is still going on. Are you over at 5?
Oh, I got to ask a question for the Italians here. I
Ayo.
think there's
Yada my teacher.
what
Ma
is
bang.
I'm climbing
what
up.
is the food that is deemed Italian? That's like a Taco Bell Mexi Melt or something where everyone thinks it's Italian, but it's like not actually Italian. Like
has to be
like a
Americanized
chalupa or
pizza,
something, right?
Americanized
Like
pizza, right?
Yeah. I mean, deep dish is an abomination to Italian God.
No, deep dish is delicious, but it's not really Italian.
That's
It's
what I'm saying.
regular
It's
Italian.
God. It's not. It's just
Honestly,
not. Yeah.
I would say St. Louis pizza is probably the abomination to an Italian.
But I wouldn't call
Olive
that
Garden?
Italian. Olive
Olive
Garden.
Garden.
You ever see that commercial where it's like, my
No,
family comes
no.
from Italy. I want to give them real Italian food. I take them to the
This
Olive
is-
Garden.
This is the answer. It's Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
That is the answer. Hands down. End of story.
That's not
That's
Italian food.
JP,
Okay.
JBP, got your initials in my initials in your initials. We just mind melded.
Honestly, the thing with Olive Garden, you're just mainly going there for unlimited soup, salad, and endless depression. That's what you're
fair.
doing.
Yeah. Some dude gave the ingredient.
I mean, I don't mind a little Olive Garden, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying if you're going to Olive Garden, you better be there at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Let's get
with
back-
Oh, they're
all
packed
the
on
other
4 p.m. on a
80-year-old
Wednesday, dude.
Let's get back on track. Not
Okay,
so much
I'm
Olive
sorry.
Garden. More about the Broncos losing to the Texans. Talk to me about this game,
Zoli's. Holy crap.
Brandon Perna. Where do you guys go from here?
We beat the Chargers this week, and we're right back on track,
It's not-
baby.
It's not
Do
Italian.
you think that you guys can still make the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean, the AFC is just so weird right now. We're a game back. So it sucks that we lost to Houston. It was the game they could have taken the reins, but they didn't. They didn't win. They had a chance to win. And now we're looking at teams like the Steelers, who got to start Mitch Trubisky. Maybe that works out better for Pittsburgh. I don't know.
We
The
gotta kiss
Browns
this.
got a backup quarterback. The Colts
Joe Fla- no,
are rocking with
greatest
Gardner
Joe
Minshew.
Flacco.
The Bengals are rocking with Jake Browning, who I'm working on a video about right now. So it's like
You're saying the AFC is wide open still.
it's wide open, and
Very much
we play the Chargers twice. I feel like we'll split that series because that's just what they do against the Chargers. We got a tough game against the Lions.
The Loins.
But then we have the Raiders and Patriots. So we've got a very winnable schedule.
The Raiders always play the Broncos well for whatever reason, though.
Yep.
They
It's
did,
strange.
yes. The Raiders now have the longest win streak against the Broncos. It's like at 7 games. So we got to snap that too to break all our stupid AFC West curses.
You know what's crazy was on that Monday night game, Jacksonville was, a field goal away from being the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they
they
were
missed that
there,
field goal.
and they just blew
Actually,
it.
they were a
It's
holding
crazy.
call away because they got down to the 2-yard line, and it was kind of a weird holding call. I mean, they let a lot worse go, but I mean, at the same time,
the flop call or whatever.
no, it was the hold on Anton Harrison when he was rolling out of the pocket.
So yeah, you are right. The AFC is wide open.
Yeah.
Like
It's wider than Five's butthole right now.
Okay. Wide open. Let's go to the
I mean,
Cardinals versus Steelers.
How about we
game.
don't? How about we don't?
I love Scooter just going wide open. Moving on.
So let's talk about this Steelers game. Where are you at injury-wise with the Steelers, and where do you go from here after losing to the Cardinals?
Honestly, this happens at least once a year. I shouldn't have been surprised. This is what happens when I huff hopium. I have like optimism about the team. The offense looks good. They handled the team defensively in the Bengals. They were kind of undermanned, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, we can make progress. Then Kenny Pickett goes down. Then they run out of shotgun on a 4th and 1 at the goal line, and their O-line is getting blown out the ball by one of the worst defenses in football. Then they immediately give up a third 99-yard touchdown drive to pretty much kill our dreams. Highlight was the rain delays, and I mean, injury-wise, it's getting pretty barren right now. Kenny Pickett's going to be out long, probably for the next couple of weeks. He had tightrope surgery, so we're down to we're going to be kissing the titties. Maybe we might see Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, coming up as well. Najee Harris is kind of has a knee injury. He will be playing, though. Deontay Harris is kind of in a broken ego mode right now. George Pickens, I don't know where he is. He's kind of there, I guess. Mason Cole's kind of dealing with an injury, but the real issue right now, the Steelers are out of inside linebackers. Isaac Seumalo's out, too, at guard, too, so that's a big loss as well. But Cole Holcomb's out for the year. Quan Alexander's out for the year. Landon Roberts suffered an injury. We are at the point where we might be starting Miles Jack and Blake Martinez in a couple of weeks. And I am dead serious about that.
Here's the real question.
Man, you're trying to win the 2016 NFL championship.
Yeah, dang.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's how Tomlin rolls, man.
Online, I was
He would
seeing
win it.
a lot of people apologize to Matt Canada. Were you one of
No.
these people?
No, it was the problem was like Canada would have
Pickett.
had like -3 points. The real issue there is like Pickett's injury and the defense folding, especially against the Cardinals. It's just the whole team played like shit. That's the real issue. And it tends to happen against the bottom feeder, and it's frustrating. That's why people are calling for Tomlin's head again, because as I said, it keeps happening. And New England, too, like this is going to be an ugly, ugly football game. That
tonight?
under 30, you pound that. You pound that like it's J-Lo. But the same thing, too. It's like they're injured to heck, too, I will say. But I am trying to distract from the misery of the Steelers. But that was a winnable game. You could have had a great opportunity to have a big lead in the wild card. And they muffed it.
Erna, jump in.
Why did you guys let Robert Spillane go? Was that just like a money issue?
It was a combination of that, plus I think they were looking at a different direction. The issue with Spillane, he's more of a run stuffer than pass coverage, and I think they wanted to try different avenues. Like, as him, Devin Bush didn't work out, Jack retired, so they've actually overhauled their inside linebacking core a lot since Shazier and Vince Williams. Like, they had
He's been playing well for the Raiders, right? Spillane?
yeah, he's a great run stuffer. I liked him, but at the same time, once again, he's not really that good in pass coverage, and I think that's why they let him go. Plus money. That may have been it too. Jack didn't work out. They also had the old Browns linebacker as well that was with the Jags for a hot minute. I forget his name, but he didn't work out. And I really liked him too. Joe Schobert. We had him.
Yeah.
Yep, he was good, but as I said, he didn't work out in Pittsburgh. Devin Bush, he had that great rookie year. Then he tore his ACL, and he just wasn't the same combination with athleticism and his reads. So they have some issues, especially on inside linebacker.
So the Steelers looking more on the downside of things, but looking on the upside of things, we're going to go to the Packers, who had a win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Direct reaction to this, Tom. What were you feeling when you saw this game and the outcome?
Listen. Listen. I said what I wanted from this season, besides progress from Jordan Love and to know if he's the guy or not. The number one thing I wanted is just for a moment for the NFC North to collectively crap their pants at the idea that the Packers may have another good quarterback. And that has happened this week. And so whatever happens this season, I'm blessed. I feel great.
Honestly,
I am so damn happy.
It is the Bears' worst nightmare because this was supposed to be their guy that made the emergence. And now it's a Packer.
We have, you could name, two guys for our safety crew right now. We traded Rasul Douglas, who was playing the best cornerback. He was the best corner right now on the team. Doesn't matter. They did really well against Patrick Mahomes. They held him in check. That was really, really nice. The offense, Jordan Love, his last 3 games have looked so damn good. And I'm not saying he's the guy yet or anything like that, but dude, this is why you just wait. Because week 4, everyone's like, oh, he's a bust. He's awful. And now here we go. And these last 5 games are very, very winnable. And the Packers are currently the 7th seed. So, I'm feeling good.
You like your chances of making the playoffs?
I do. Yeah, no, I do. I mean, the Packers' schedule is not terrible coming up. So
you got us. You got the Giants this weekend.
Yeah, it's Monday night. We have the Buccaneers are in there, the Panthers, the Bears, and the Vikings. Those are.
Should I drive to your house?
You're wide open.
Those are the last 5. So the Vikings, we'll see how they do with Justin Jefferson against the Raiders this week. But overall, dude, I could not be happier because even if the Packers fall short, of course I'm gonna be disappointed. But dude, this is supposed to be a rebuild year. This is supposed to be an evaluation year. The youngest team in the league, and the fact that they're able to do that, I'm super stoked for the team. Hell yeah! As long as we win another Super Bowl, baby, let's go.
If you averaged the amount of hatred towards Jordan Love in the beginning of the season,
oh yeah,
with the amount of positivity that he's receiving now, which one wins out? Would you say?
Well, I would say that even the positivity is
Love trumps hate.
Muted. I feel because it was before he's a bust, guaranteed. But now it's well, he's playing well, but now let's wait and see. So it's whatever. I'm just happy because Jordan Love has been looking really, really good. I'm happy for him.
He has been.
And
how much do you
throwing
think
the deep ball, and that's good.
His biggest problem was inconsistencies, and those gotten better. Get Burnham.
Right. There was some of that, and then one of the other things that has improved is less dropped passes. Right.
Yeah.
How much is that versus the receivers getting maybe just playing better, or just him and the receivers being in sync and more on the same page, you think?
Listen, I will say this. Just like me, after my divorce, his balls have looked way better since then.
He's not as risky with his deep throws. I've noticed that.
I would say it's to answer your question, Perna, it's kind of a mix of a number of things because there were a number of things that were the problem. I think Matt LaFleur's play calling has gotten better. That's one. Because you had receivers running in the same, literally the same route or in the same area. That didn't help anybody. But
Sure.
you look at Christian Watson, right? So against the Raiders, prime time, they throw a one-on-one ball to Christian Watson, it gets intercepted, that's over. Watson gets a lot of flack because he doesn't really go up for it. These past 2 games, he's been one of the best wide receivers over these past 2 weeks. He had a 90% freaking rating or some crap.
Looking like for him on that?
What'd you say?
His injury report looking like for Christian
Yeah,
Watson?
so he has a hamstring injury, unfortunately, again. So it's likely he's going to miss Monday, but they don't think that he's going to miss as much time as last time. So, yeah. No, I think it's a mix of the receivers playing better, LaFleur scheming better, and Love just cleaning up his game, too. There's kind of a
bunch of little things all finally falling the right way.
The thing is also, and that's the great, there's been no Jair Alexander, no Aaron Jones. Dave Bakhtiari, of course, has been out for the whole year. You get Aaron Jones and Jair Alexander back too, we rocking, baby.
AJ Dillon looks a lot better.
Let's preview this game since 5 didn't have a game. They were on a bye week. So let's preview the Giants Packers.
Dude, we lost the bye week somehow. It's just
Actually, Scooter, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Did you get the new microphone for Mina's show, or did you get that for us?
Definitely for her show, not this show at all.
you
So I might.
Mike's hasn't been working for like a month. Mina Kimes calls like, "Oh shit, I better get a new microphone."
Gotta get the new mic. No, actually, I've had this mic this whole year.
I respect
plugged it
that.
in, and it started
Yeah.
working.
Is this in a box somewhere?
It was literally.
Scooter, actually. Hey, Scooter. Scooter, I actually have a basketball. This is a segue. I know you want to. It has a microchip in it, and it can measure spin rate and things like that. Would you want it? Like, I don't. I can send it to you.
Yes.
Like, it's.
Uh-huh.
I bought it, and I've never even opened it. It's like $99.
I'll take it.
like, okay, we'll talk after the show.
Five's like, I'll charge you 116.
It has a microchip.
Show me that you can average a spin rate above 50 for a week straight.
Well, no,
it
measures it measures like I was gonna do a video of whether you can cheat in basketball with sticky substances, but then I just kind of changed my mind.
You realize you were
So-
terrible at basketball.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
Like,
but
I've
you can have
committed
it.
all my life to baseball. I don't know how to play this sport.
That's fair.
Oh,
What-
yeah, the Yankees got somebody, didn't they? Even that
Yep,
went
Juan
into
Soto.
mine.
We
John-
got Juan Soto. Yes.
Derek Jeter's going back to the Yanks, baby.
There you go.
Yeah.
Prop might be.
Oh snap! All right, let's preview this Packers Giants game. 5 during the bye week. What did you glean? Any information about the Giants going forward? Are you committed to winning? Are you committed to the tank? Where are we?
This was a great because it was another week where the Giants stepped closer to the NFL draft. That was what we accomplished. We are not a good team. Okay. We're going to lose to the Packers. We're going to lose to
You never know. Never say never.
we got the Eagles twice, okay, and then the Rams that are playing better, right? The only winnable game really is the Saints. This team is tanking.
I need you to beat
so,
the
like
Eagles.
an M1 Abrams. We are not beating the Eagles, okay?
Please beat the
We are
Eagles. one
not
time.
beating.
You're
Tommy
not.
DeVito can do it.
Tommy DeVito is he's enjoying his Linsanity run right now. Reality is coming for him when he gets sacked for the 86th time against the Eagles on January 7th.
What will you do
and
if
Christmas.
they beat the Packers? Will you then change your
I
mind?
will laugh at Tom
Yeah, I'll be on
until
it.
my
I'll laugh at Tom
stomach
too.
will literally hurt
I will.
from
I will.
laughing at that. Like, why would the Giants
Ooh.
beat the Packers?
I have
Did
I have
this-
a question
Go
for
ahead.
Scooter, actually.
Yes.
What happens if you wind up getting the 3 seed, Scooter? Like the Cowboys get the 3 seed, and the Packers come to Dallas and they knock you out of the playoffs again.
I like the Giants beating you guys better than this scenario here.
Will that game be on Nickelodeon too? Because that would be
That
awesome.
would be very sad, and I think that would inspire a new wave of hatred towards now Jordan Love, and it would just carry on the tradition of hate with Green Bay quarterbacks. That's all. It would do.
Hey, listen, Mike McCarthy, man, he's a dog, right? He's getting surgery, right? He had appendicitis,
Yep.
and he's still going to be coaching on Sunday.
Ooh,
Big
wow.
Mike.
He's built.
That
for-
should be like in the all-time.
While
Ooh, the bridge and tunnels
Having a-
closed. What happened there?
kidney stone.
Remember Tom Coughlin? Talk about heroic coaching performances. Tom Coughlin red-faced at that NFC
I know.
Championship game, the freezer
Yeah.
burn. And then I always remember Don Shula had a golf cart, literally, and would just patrol the sidelines on a golf cart. That
Honestly,
was-
no. The real hero was Matt Patricia with the ATV of doom at training
Yes.
camp.
Mm.
That is the iconic moment.
because he was too lazy.
He
to
tore his
just
he tore his ACL. He tore his
Oh.
ACL.
Oh, well.
Do
Anyway,
you guys
Is there,
watch-
Adam, is there any truth to like the stuff about Brian Dable, like losing
Oh.
the locker room or people?
no,
not liking
that
him? Is
whoever
just BS?
whoever that poster was, like I saw that video of how him and Kafka and Wink Martindale are getting testy with each other. Like, you don't hire assistants that you don't like.
Yeah.
right?
Well, I saw
If
like
you don't-
he's like the worst argument Wink and I have had is over him. Then he made some joke, but I was
Last
wondering
slice
if
of pizza.
like I saw like another thing about like players didn't really like him that much, but like haven't seen any like thing substantial, but I don't pay close enough attention.
Last year when they were winning, everyone's like the vibe in the building's different, and
Yeah,
now
is it
they're
just
losing.
because they're losing?
Like,
People are
yeah,
making shit up.
oh, now people are getting
Nobody-
sick of Dable.
Nobody likes losing, and everyone loves winning. Winning cures a lot of ills. Losing exposes a ton of them.
Listen,
That's
if
how
you're
it
a
always goes.
reporter, if you're a reporter and you need clicks and your team's losing, like that's what you do. You just drum some stuff up. Like, I don't really care. Like, we're losing. That's painful enough. I don't really care about their dynamic. Okay.
Does you think Dable's like, you know what? That McDermott 9/11 speech really worked. Maybe that'll save our season.
Maybe I should bring up the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. That guy just brought it. Like, what are you willing to do?
Gavrilo Principe.
Yep.
Let's preview a couple of more games, and then we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We can get back to Olive Garden. You guys want to go back to Olive Garden?
There is
to
actually a
IRS
note I got from
question.
an anonymous fan that I want to talk about later as well. So it's
Okay.
just by request. So
Let's
that's
do
later.
that. We can do Steelers at Patriots. What are your thoughts
Boy.
going into this game?
This game.
Pound the under. The under is 30. Pound
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
It's going to be great. Suffering builds character, Tom.
It's gonna
Suffering
be
builds
bad.
character.
my only question is:
going-
do you think the offense scores more points with Trubisky than they would with Pickett?
No, the defense probably scores more points for both teams.
I'm surprised that the line is set at 30. Like, I'm really shocked that it wasn't something juicy like 24 or 22, like something really outrageous.
gonna
Like
be a
30
bad game,
seems,
man.
30 seems like an easy under.
Yeah.
Easy.
Maybe that's the trap.
Yeah, it could be a trap, but like I was very surprised that they didn't
Who are
go
the
with like,
Patriots
some
starting?
really
Bailey
enticing
Zappi?
number.
Yep, Bailey Zappi, and they're down a bunch of wide receivers too. Devontae Parker's still out. Demario
They got
Demar-
beat 6.
he's out. Juju's questionable. Ramondre's out for a few weeks. Like they're starting Zeke Elliott. They're going to be feeding the Zeke tonight.
Feed Zeke.
Hmm.
Can you cut players and then could we potentially sign Zeke if they cut him for the playoffs?
Yeah.
Why would
mean,
you want
could.
Zeke?
Listen,
Yeah,
we're not
Patriots
winning-
do that all
we
the
need to
time.
win
I
the
feel
Super
like.
Bowl with
They
him.
need a center for the
I mean,
playoffs.
honestly, they like Rico Dowdle and they like Deuce Vaughn. I mean,
Deuce Vaughn is injured. He hasn't played
yeah.
the last couple of games.
but still, Rico Dowdle's your backup. I think they like him.
They do like Rico Dowdle. They like Rico Dowdle. Who do you like in this Broncos-Chargers game coming?
It's always a weird game.
I mean, I got to pick the Broncos, but the Broncos have had weird luck at SoFi against the Chargers. Like, while losing to the Chiefs every year and while losing to the Raiders every year, we split with the Chargers. Doesn't matter how bad we are, how good the Chargers are. They go 1-1, and each team usually wins its home game. So I'm just a little scared.
You're saying this
past.
after looking at the Chargers put up 6 points against the Patriots.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I have crapped on the Chargers a lot this season. But leading up to this game, I got to dial it back because this is the week it can blow back into my face. And
That's fair. I will say, Cowboys fans did warn Chargers fans about Kellen Moore, and no one wanted to listen to us. We tried to tell them. He's not that guy.
He's still an upgrade over Lombardi. But
Who
I
gets
mean, their
fired?
issues in the Chargers are much further than Kellen Moore.
Who
It's
gets
a lot
fired
further.
first?
Kellen Moore can't tell Quentin Johnston to catch a football.
I just can't believe Kellen Moore is even being considered for the Panthers head coaching job. When I
Honestly,
saw
if
that,
they want to make a mistake, be my guess.
that was wild.
if Kellen Moore wants to make a mistake,
David Tepper.
No,
just
Kellen
wants
Moore's
someone
gonna-
he can grow old with. Okay, he
Yeah,
just
Kellen-
wants someone
if-
for 30 to 40 years. that
If
can
Kellen
lower him
Moore
down.
wants $30-40 million guaranteed for like 1 year work, so be it.
I legitimately, I'll do it. I'll go coach the Panthers for a year. I will get fired.
I'll
by
coach
week
the
6,
Panthers.
but
I'll
like
coach 'em.
I
I'll get fired for
guarantee you,
cause.
I'll last a month.
I
I will.
I would pull an Urban Meyer on that for sure.
I wouldn't kick
I would
players.
kick my players. I I would just kick them and then be
That's
like, give me
fair.
40
No,
million.
you'd be grinding with 29-year-old co-eds in a bar as they puke on the side of the road. That's what you'd be doing, Fire.
I mean, yeah,
Comes full
that's
circle.
what. Nice callback. That was a good one.
I mean,
Scooter,
that's what Urban Meyer
you,
did.
though? You got the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football. You nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I wasn't nervous
Really?
the last time we played them. I think we should have won that time. Should have won the game we played last time. And now getting them at home, I am very confident. Although I did see someone tweet that there's a specific ref that's playing in this game or that's calling this game.
Officiating.
And the Eagles are undefeated every time this particular ref
Oh, here we go.
has called.
Here we
for
go. We're
7-0.
already prepared.
Conspiracy theory.
Scooter.
And you have
just saying.
second most
Scooter.
highest penalties in the league.
I-
I
You're
just
not
did
saying
some
that.
research. You just got to do your own research out there. I looked
Mhm.
into this ref,
Why
and
are
it's
they
just
7-0 when he's called their game? That's all I'm.
Scooter, what if, okay, legitimately, right? If the Cowboys win, I actually picked the Cowboys to win. I did. I picked the Cowboys to win.
So did I.
If the Cowboys get blown out by the Eagles, just like the 49ers just did to them, does that change anything for you?
Yeah, that changes a lot. Think about it. The 49ers
No,
are
I have. I want to make sure that's
the
why I'm
49ers are the only team that has blown us out. That we
Mhm.
haven't really looked competitive. It's just the 49ers.
Sure.
So now if the Eagles come in and do that at home,
Hmm.
we have some soul searching to do. But again, I think the Eagles are very overrated. I think what the 49ers did to them is what we could potentially do to them if we're firing on all cylinders. So the better question, I think, is what will people say if the Cowboys come out and do what the 49ers did to the Eagles? What are y'all going to say about the Eagles?
Yeah,
I
I
just
will
feel like
hear
they're-
you from here.
That was a very sensible take from Scooter, by the way. That
was.
like really
That
good.
was- that was-
Like,
that was-
that was like the most thoughtful.
So like Scooter
thing
though,
you've
so like
ever
you
said.
see
That was
right
great.
what the Eagles, what happened to that in the 49ers game, and I'm sure it's vindication for you, right? Because you're kind of like, I told you, but we'll see on Sunday. But does that make you nervous then for the 49ers in the postseason? Like if it's going to go down to that, because they,
Yeah.
for me, like they're far and away the best team in the NFL right now.
The thing is, the 49ers are playing the best football right now. But right now is not the playoffs because you go a couple weeks ago, they lost 3 games in a row. So it's all going to depend on the momentum that we have going in. I do believe in momentum. I do believe that is a thing. And so if we're playing great football, it's going to be a good game. I don't think they're going to blow us out like they did. If we have to go and travel to them again, I think Mike McCarthy is going to make some adjustments, and I think we played them before we even changed our offense the first time. So I think it'll be a different game just based off of that. Or what is going on?
It's Perna.
No.
I saw you smiling, Tom. It is.
Perna, you're sitting there going, and they no.
Not. I just imagine the Cowboys players and the Eagles players at the coin toss to start the game are going to shake hands in agreement and say to each other, thank God you're not the 49ers. Oh, thank God you are not the 49ers.
The thing is, it's like the 49ers have been exposed too, though. They
have not.
They were injured.
Exposed
You
on
see
good
how-
they are.
Yeah, you
How
see
much
how
better
different
they
they
are
are
than
with
the Eagles
Debo.
and the Cowboys.
Okay, but they also have 3 losses, is what I'm saying. It's not like they're an undefeated team and bulldozing.
Cowboys lost to the Cardinals, my dude.
Okay, and the Eagles
to the
lost to the
Steelers.
Jets with Zach Wilson, who hasn't
Yeah,
played.
no, that's all good. That's all well and good. I'm saying, like, really, you think like the 49ers, dude, those 3 games, were so beat to hell. Like, they didn't have some of their best players.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that football is what have I been saying since the beginning. It's a week to week league. You've seen this with the 49ers. They're injured, they're hurt. This is what happens. We lost Trayvon Diggs, we lose to the Cardinals. We don't have our linemen. We play bad against the Cardinals, we lose to the Cardinals. So it's going week by week. And right now, the 49ers are playing very well.
I will say this.
we'll see.
If the Niners are going to play like that in January, no one can beat them. Like they're that much more effective at moving the ball than anyone else in this league. It really is a stark difference how good they are. They made the Eagles look dumb, and if they head into the postseason playing like that, forget about it.
Yeah.
Hey, forget about it, like a Tommy DeVito. Forget
Fox
about it.
jersey?
We going to the
Dude,
Olive
I can
Garden.
send you one,
I'll
buddy.
order that
Send you
shit.
one.
I mean, I if I would have to get one, I'd probably have to get a Dame Time one. I gotta get the Dame Time one. Come on.
All right.
I haven't had an
You guys wanna
NBA
wrap
jersey in 25 years.
So let's
Somebody-
preview the Thursday night football game, and then we can go to the count.
We're kind of good.
Do we really want to preview it? It's gonna.
No,
like,
we
so
do.
good.
Suffering builds character,
Hey,
Tom.
Tree, you're welcome.
Sappy.
So I am
Trubisky.
0 for 12 picking the Steelers,
we-
right? When I
did,
pick
okay.
them to win, they lose. When I pick them to lose, they win. I
Mhm.
picked the Patriots to win, so you're welcome.
Honestly, it's gonna. You probably did that deliberately, so it's gonna reverse the jinx and the Patriots win. Just watch
Yep.
that
No,
happen.
listen, just
I
keep
mean,
it up. I'm just trying.
It's gonna
I'm
be
trying
like
to help.
it's gonna be a 9-3 game.
Listen,
We all know
hey,
this.
Tree, if the Steelers do not win tonight, like forget the playoffs. Like
Yes.
you
Oh, dude!
have to win.
Honestly,
You have to
there will
win.
be people
This is-
burning and firing Tomlin. There will be nothing there. They're gonna.
Y'all will
destroy.
win. It'll be like 20-3. It'll be the ugliest game of the year. Like it
Greatest
won't even
game.
be an exciting 20. Like each drive will be like Bill Parcells Giants from the 90s, where it's just 3 yards and a cloud of dust. It is going to be a visual sleeping aid tonight. Like I am going to take an
The
edible
greatest
and
game.
just pass out on my couch and just enjoy.
Do we?
I'm gonna
This is
drink
an.
my pain away.
I know it's funny. This is a legit question. Do you think there will be touchdowns scored tonight?
Ooh, the over under on 0.5.
Because the Patriots played the Chargers and they didn't put up any points.
None.
Yeah, but they were under miserable weather conditions, so I say the Steelers might get one tutty.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's fair. Yeah, one tut. Over under is 1 for tutties.
Yeah, on a run by Najee Harris.
No, 1.5 over or under touchdowns.
1.5.
Under. Pound the under. Pound.
Yeah,
the
it's
under.
That
gonna be
actually is a
one.
really good punishment that Scooter has to listen to the Eagles.
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
They have
That's
them.
brilliant.
Oh no, they do.
I saw
They have a-
Jordan Davis singing in it. Actually, I
Wait
like
a minute.
Jordan.
Wait.
Yeah, didn't
Perna.
Jordan know who we were? Jordan knew who you were, right? When you met him.
No, we met
No.
at the draft though. Before he
Michael
was.
Jordan knew who I was.
Oh.
Perna, we still have that other punishment for Scooter, the one we never got to use, and they're playing the Eagles this week. About him having to promote a tweet about how much
Yes.
better the Eagles are than the Cowboys and then promote it. I'm
Oh, we
just
got so
saying,
many good
this could be the
punishments.
time.
This could be the time. I don't
Be the
know.
time to punish Scooter, so he has to take all of that money and use it to promote a tweet promoting the Eagles.
Go to the countdown
I
immediately.
would say $100 would do it if you get it in. I would say a snooper chat would do it.
Yeah, all right now. Who's gonna get punished?
What do you gotta make up for it, though, right? You already has.
2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. This is the countdown that you've been waiting for. On Sunday night football, you got Eagles and the boys. And meanwhile, Tree is playing with some toys. Because game's gonna be so bad, no one's gonna score. It's gonna be a god-awful game tonight.
It's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna
dude.
be
It's gonna be
great.
a
Lego.
miserably great game. I'm gonna
51.99. 51.99.
I got the Prince number. I'm gonna party like it's 1999. That's exactly what I got.
2762.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Thomas.
Jordan got some of the last minute.
Oh!
Oh, who did that go
he
to?
just was for Scooter, guy.
Oh, boy.
No! Oh,
Oh,
I avoid punishment, thank God.
wait, who? No!
Was that for Tom?
Dude, I had $155.94.
Dude, I was gonna lose. I had like $60. I had $63.
That was supposed to be for Scooter, Detroit.
Let's go.
Oh my god!
Detroit fans.
Damn it, man!
mean,
I just
honestly,
showered too, so it's
All
gonna
right.
be God. Come
I
on,
think-
man.
Oh, I know what I want to
I
do.
know
for
what to
Tom.
do.
I know
I know what to do.
wanna
I know two. I know two. What? What's yours?
All right. Yeah, what the? Get those out of here.
I gotta show feet for $500. It's a thing. And
Tommy,
they're brand. Excuse me, I just got out of the shower, so they're super clean.
Tommy Grassi.
Uh-huh.
Packers play Tommy DeVito this week.
Yep.
I think he's got to recreate one of the five, because there's 2 food groups they list off here. You got to get us a table. You got to get all 5 food groups on there, and you got to give us a little recreation of Tommy DeVito rating your Italian foods.
I can't even eat anything on the table.
Whatever.
I have an
There's some like
alternative.
you really can't.
I
That makes it
can't.
even better. That makes it even better.
Man, mine was.
I could try to do that though. That's fine. I could make it work.
I would love for Tom to have to put on, because Detroit fans did this, he would have to do a Detroit themed body paint tuxedo. You would have to body paint your body, no nipples, in Detroit colors, and you would have to have it painted. Like y'all made me freaking wear blue makeup. You should have to have someone draw a body paint tuxedo in Detroit colors.
I like Tommy DeVito.
I like Tommy DeVito too, but I'm just saying.
I take the Tommy DeVito. I think
Alright,
that
so you
works
want me to
better.
make a bunch of Italian dishes and then rank them like I'm Tommy
Yeah, you can
DeVito?
order
Yeah.
them. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
order from Olive
DoorDash
Garden.
It's
them.
gotta be 5.
Ooh,
5
you know what you
There's
could
no
do?
vegan Italian restaurant near me that is
No,
making
order
that
all
stuff.
No. Hey,
Give it away to charity.
yeah, what you could do is order them and then bring them down to like a donation plate. Like just
I don't think you
arrange
understand.
it
Like,
in
I
advance.
can't touch the food because if there's cheese on it, I'm gonna break out and hide.
no, you don't have to
Well,
eat
they're
it.
in takeout containers.
You're allergic,
You allergic
to cheese?
to
I'll make it work.
Rubber
I'll make
gloves?
it work.
You're allergic to
gloves.
cheese?
I'll make
Yeah,
it
he's
work.
allergic to latex.
You're
I
allergic
wonder
to
what he
cheese?
has
I
to
already
wear.
had to do that for this show. I already got one.
Whatever.
That's
Just
a really
say no,
good
hold the
excuse,
cheese.
though.
Hold the cheese on all the food. That's fine.
Are
Yeah,
you
that's a
allergic
really
to
good-
cheese?
Yeah, like I'm not lactose intolerant. Like I am like allergic. I was in the hospital 6 times as a kid. Yeah, I spent birthdays in the hospital. Yeah, I used to trigger asthma
Cheese?
attacks. Yeah, dude, buttermilk cheese. Can never eat dairy.
Cheese is in everything.
And you're a Packers fan.
I know.
That's
Bene vodka,
And you're
linguine,
Italian.
triumph, bolognese,
Italian. Trust me, I know.
ravioli, and a lasagna.
what the heck? You're
Well,
It's a
There-
pane linguine.
is
and
that
for
I'll make
that-
it work.
vegan?
I'll make it work.
But there is one more thing I have to mention. There was a fan of ours that sent us a message, more wholesome message, but I had a request to tell this to all 5 of you. Just want to say that real quick. You 5 have gotten me through many things, and I appreciate it. I have to explain coaching clickbait punishment to my mom and friends because they don't understand what any of it means. I appreciate everything you guys do. When I was in the ER/hospital in May, I had to get 2 blood patches done. One in the ER, the other in the hospital 2 days later. And I originally went to the hospital to get a spinal tap due to a condition, and spinal taps are not fun business. But because I was leaking cerebrospinal fluid, my neurologist sent me to the ER to get a blood patch done. And eventually the ER sent me to the hospital to get the second one done because the first one wasn't successful. And what she's mainly saying is, you guys made the wait last shorter than it actually was, so I appreciate everything you do. So just want to throw that out there. So
We appreciate
they
you.
want to keep themselves anonymous, so appreciate you for sticking with us
Oh,
and
baby.
watching our random crap. But
Watching.
glad-
That helps.
I
me
hope,
go.
I hope they enjoyed Adam's date story today. I hope that brought a smile to their
You're
face.
46. Like it's not going to end well.
What do you guys have coming out?
I'm streaming tonight.
me too. But suffering builds character, Tom.
We'll rate each other.
Suffering builds character.
I might have my best video of the year. I have a video on why the NFL ball does not have stripes. And there's also a dark secret inside of the NFL football that nobody knows. So it's going to be good. It's coming out tomorrow afternoon. And do not Google the answer, but it's going to be good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What you gotta do, man?
Is it because it looks dumb when it's being thrown through the air?
You'll have to find out tomorrow.
Okay.
Also dropping tomorrow, I am on the Mina Kimes YouTube show. I'm the first guest on the show.
Nice.
So
Hell
that's
yeah.
dropping
That's
tomorrow.
not true. She's had Nick Wright on there, and she's had
She did. She had more people on it, but just let them have it.
It's like the show.
first YouTube guest.
Yes. Yes.
Did she reach out to you? Or did you reach out to her?
She reached out to me.
Nice.
Hey, what
Did you
up?
get her?
Is Mina Kime single?
No,
she's
she's
married.
actually married and she's
Oh.
She
she's
just had a
pregnant.
baby.
Man.
She's pregnant right now.
Oh, she just had a
Look.
baby.
She had the baby.
Because I totally had a shot. I totally
Brandon,
had a shot.
I mean, I think we all had a shot, right?
Mhm.
Not until the last 90 seconds.
Ain't that the truth?
The last.
Vernon, what you got coming out,
Yeah.
buddy?
I did a Panthers video. We did Panthers, and then I got a Jake Browning one. I should have a Saturday. Who the hell is Jake Browning?
I'm gonna do a Panther so bad video and just have Will copy and paste your work.
I was thinking about doing one, but now since you guys did it, I don't know.
Yeah,
how to
I know.
differentiate it.
Gosh. Yeah.
There are a
do
couple
it.
other.
Have you
ideas
seen the
I know.
plagiarism video by?
I mean,
this
dude,
Boner guy?
I mean, as I said, like, I mean, they mentioned me as like a AVGN ripoff back in the day. So you know
You
what?
are.
Where
By the way-
everyone's going up. We all ripped off the AVGN.
Tree getting shouted out on the NFL YouTube channel as well. There you go in the preview.
yeah,
Let's go, baby.
yeah.
Let's
I
go.
don't know about that. I mean, I'm surprised they mentioned the whole name. That's
Pissed off
probably why
Tree.
the Steelers lost.
Any other notes, comments, feedback?
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I'm
This has
tired.
been Clickbait